Hello everyone, it's Alana. Thanks for coming to hang out with me, and if you are new here, welcome, welcome. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you guys how I am setting up a home project and purchases extension pack for my Catch-All Happy Planner. I'm very stoked about this, you guys, so let's go ahead and jump right in. So, quite a few of you have asked to sort of see my mountains to pebble analogy slash goal setting style in action. And I have been wanting to create an extension pack for household projects and purchases for my planner for a while now, and we are going into February. I'm starting to get that spring cleaning itch, and I thought now would be the perfect time to make this extension pack. If you want to make one along with me, all that I have done here is kind of broken apart some of the extension packs and daily pages from the Happy Planner. I have a divider here that's from the Girl with Goals extension pack, I believe it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. So this is the divider. It says don't wish for it, work for it. And then I have taken some of the pages out of that extension pack. Of course, I will not need the calendar, the weekly, or the monthly, but what I do need is the priority lists and the task lists and the to-do sheets. I also, of course, will be using some Happy Planner stickers, some pens, and some washi tape. Okay, so let me get some of this stuff out of the way, and then I will show you guys exactly how I am breaking it down. So I, of course, have my divider to quickly be able to locate the spot in the back of my planner for this extension pack. On the inside, I am going to take some scrapbook paper that I chose to kind of match a theme. I think I want to go for kind of like a coffee shop slash matching the modern farmhouse sticker pack kind of vibe for this whole extension pack. So I am going to cover the inside of this divider with this scrapbook paper. I'm just going to cut it out in the same dimensions, glue it down, and then repunch it with my Happy Planner punch. Then as far as the pages go, I have top priority lists. So I have this broken down. I did 2 of the exact same packets for this extension pack, and basically I'm going to give myself 10 months to complete every single one of my household projects, as well as make the household purchases that I want to make. So this first top priority list is going to be from February until June. So all of the spring months leading into summer, these are going to be my top priorities for those months. So I will do February and then all of my household top priorities for the month of February, also known as my mountains. Next are the pages that I intend to use for my pebbles. These are the tasks list, to do, and do by pages. So technically, with the amount of lines and spaces that I have here, I could be doing something every single day. That's probably not going to be the case, but I want to at least be working on home organization and upkeep and projects and things like that at least 3 to 4 days out of the week. So what I will do is start this on February 1st, and then depending on what the project is, I will give myself a due date, and I will color code it so that February will have its own color, March will have its own color, and then just by glancing at this, I will be able to see when I have transitioned into a new month. I probably will end up making some extras of these just on some additional fill paper because I don't think I have enough to last me all 10 months. I have used this. Maybe I'll just order another one of these extension packs. I haven't decided entirely yet. That'll probably be the easiest thing. But for now, I have enough to get me through the upcoming months. Definitely have enough for February. So then the next page will lead me into weekly focus. So again, I'm not going to use these day-to-day pages. It's just going to be too much, too overwhelming to have like a regular planner, a goals planner, and then try and break it down even further and have an entirely household projects planner. So I'm just going to stick to these pages, and then I will make additional notes of to-do lists and things like that on the daily and productivity sheets that I already love to use so much. Okay, so here is what the weekly focus pages are going to be for me. And this may not always be every single week, but this is what I'm going to use them for. It's going to be a do this in order to have this situation. So, for example, I want to create a coffee bar in my dining room. It's something that I have wanted for a while. And now that my kiddos are a little bit older, I'm more comfortable with having something like that around. I'm not concerned at all with them like bumping into the table and knocking stuff over, breaking mugs, things like that. They're old enough now that things can be within reach, and I'm not worried about it at all. So, in order to have that coffee bar in my dining room, I first want to largely declutter portions of my house. So, one thing that I do not like to do is bring in additional stuff when there's stuff in my house that needs to go out. Now, I'm sort of behind on decluttering and things like that because, as some of you are probably aware, with COVID, there were a lot of locations not taking donations, and we do not like to throw things away. I mean, yes, of course, if it's broken or something like that, it goes into the trash. But as far as like outgrown things, toys that are no longer being used, stuff like that, we have always taken really good care of our items. And then once we're done with it, or the kiddos are done with it, we donate every single time. It's something that we have always done. So the donation places have not been accepting donations for quite a while, but they are opened up to accepting donations again. So I've kind of put off decluttering certain places of my house because I didn't want to just have boxes piling up. But now I'm to the point where I can do that. So, in order to bring in the coffee bar that I want in my dining room, I am going to declutter my kitchen cupboards, my cabinets, and my pantry. And by decluttering my pantry and my kitchen and things like that, I mean like there are things like jugs and juicers and cherry pickers, melon ballers, like those kinds of things that we just have so many of. Like you wonder where those things come from. They start to multiply themselves. So I'm not talking about like the food items and things like that. That's fairly well kept. What I'm talking about is the unused, unnecessary kind of like small kitchen appliance items that we need to get rid of. So those have to go out before something new can come in. The same thing with other areas in our house. I want to get new nightstands for our bedroom, my husband and I's bedroom, but I want to declutter our closets and our master bathroom before bringing new things in. So this weekly focus, and I may cover up a weekly focus and just have like a focus or a priority sticker or something up here because it's not going to be, I'm not going to make major purchases for the house every single week. So it's going to be like titled with areas of the house: kitchen, master bedroom, classroom, game room, things like that. And it's going to be do this to have this. And then the ultimate goal is to be able to declutter and clean and organize and get things out to be able to bring things in. In addition to this page, I'm also going to create a savings sheet so that I am saving up and keeping track of that toward the item. I don't just want to go outright purchase it. I want to make sure that I am saving up and paying cash for those items as well. It's a whole thing, you guys. Hopefully this is making sense to you, but I feel like this is going to be the most efficient and productive and time-saving as well as money-saving way to do something like that, and this is what makes the most sense to me. And yes, it is broken down into a lot of steps, but it's how I'm going to make sure that I am completing everything, I'm getting things checked off my list, and also to not overwhelm myself, because if we stand back and, of course, look at the mountain, like I have said, it looks like a huge mountain, but if we stand back and look at a pile of pebbles, then we can carry away one at a time or a handful at a time. So that's why I absolutely love breaking things down. So on the next page, it's going to be write it down. So these are going to be things that as I'm going through the house, organizing, my husband is going to help, and the kiddos are going to help with their room and the game room as well. So as we are going through, if there are things that are absolutely necessary, needed items, like something is broken and needs replaced, or something needs done, this or that, whatever, in the space that we're in, if it's a necessary item, then I'm going to make a checklist and we will be able to do that. So if like maybe the shelves in the pantry, we decide they need repainted as we're getting it organized, then I will make a necessary items list, and then we will just go to Home Depot and get those things right away instead of waiting. So there will be the wants and then there will be the needs. Also, this spot I will write down if something comes up that is a want, if I'm in the space that I'm in and I think, yeah, there's something else that I would like to have in here, but it's not totally necessary, then I will write that down and include it in my list to save up for that as well. I also grabbed just some more fill paper with lines so that I could make additional notes if I need to. And then, of course, this extension pack repeats itself for the last 5 months that I'm going to be working on this. I'm hoping to have every single thing done by Thanksgiving. So it's going to go from February to June, and then July to November on this sheet. And I really hope that all of our home projects and organization, and the garden and the yard, the brick, all of that stuff will be done by Thanksgiving. We can sit back, relax, be super proud of our productivity, and enjoy the holiday season with our family. Okay, so now I am going to put this in action. Of course, I am not going to write down every single goal and project that we have from now until November because I don't know what they all are yet. And priorities change, things change, stuff happens. So I'm not going to write them all down, but I am going to start just by giving you guys a look at how this is going to work out, how this is going to be used. And the first thing I'm going to do is put that scrapbook paper over here on the inside of the divider, like I said. Okay, so I got that done. I put my background on, and now I'm going to use this as almost like a little vision board, but I'm also going to have some helpful things on here as well that are kind of condensed. The amazing thing about the Happy Planner is they can put like a whole month's worth of checklists into one little square sticker. So the first thing I'm going to do is I grabbed this sticker out of the Modern Farmhouse sticker pack, and I love it so much, and I love that it matches the scrapbook paper, but I think I might want to put it on a white background and then cut it out and put it on here because it's not going to show up as well. So I think I'm going to do that and then add the rest of my like vision board stickers. Okay, yes, I love that so much better. It shows up perfectly. So at any point, if you guys want to use a clear sticker and it's on a darker or patterned background, other people have done this. This is not like my invention, but just in case you haven't seen it before, keep in mind that you can always put it onto a white background. You can put it on like label paper and it's just like another sticker, or you can put it on cardstock if you want it to be sturdier, which is what I have done. I just put it onto some white cardstock, cut it out, and then glued it down onto the page. Okay, and then the next thing, I am going to go into the BizBabe sticker pack and grab this quote sticker that says, "A little progress each day adds up to big results." And I think I want a background for it, but I'm not sure how the horizontal and vertical stripes are going to look together. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll try it and we'll see. I really like these two stickers together, but I don't think I want this one on the scrapbook paper. Maybe this doesn't even need a background sticker. Maybe it can just go right on there and I can put like a little decorative sticker with it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this sticker down and then just kind of like a little flag, not kind of like, it is a flag sticker along with it just to add a little bit more to it. So I'm just going to line it up with the lines that are already on the scrapbook paper. Put it like that. And that like that. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the brand new household sticker pack, which I love so much. The sticker pack is amazing, you guys. And I'm going to grab out a weekly checklist and a monthly checklist and then just put them on here. Most of these I do already as it is, but there are a couple of things, mainly sorting mail, that I am so bad at. That is one thing that I really need to get better at in 2021. Okay, like in this week. I'm so bad at sorting mail. I mean, not the bills, obviously, but the mail. So like I will hold on to flyers and coupons from like Michael's and Bath and Body Works and those Costco magazines. I don't know why. I just like, I don't know. I just don't get rid of them. So I need to get really good really fast about sorting the mail. Everything else I kind of already do. I do not organize my pantry on a weekly basis. I need to. I inventory our pantry and refrigerator when I do grocery shopping, and while I'm in there doing that, I should just be organizing it anyway. So I'm going to take one of these and then a monthly checklist. Let's see, I don't know which color I want. And put on here as well. Just to have, and I'm not going to actually mark on the sticker. I'm not going to check it off on the sticker. I'm going to I guess the weekly needs to go first. I'm just going to use it as like a reference thing. Okay, so normally I wouldn't want my stickers staggered like that, but in this case I don't mind because I'm going to put a few more quote stickers. I think I'm going to put this happy in a million little ways down here. Just like that, and this believe in yourself. I'm not going to bother with putting this one on a white background. It's just going to be a subtle one, just like that. And I think for now, I'm just going to leave this like this. This is obviously not the main priority of my extension pack. I may go in and add some decorative stickers later on, but for now, I'm just going to leave this like this and then move on to my actual extension pack pages. Okay, so to start, I'm just going to put this little quote circle sticker from the Biz Babe sticker pack up here that says, "You get what you work for, not what you wish for." I really love this quote. Also, it ties into the title of the extension pack, the divider that I had. It says, "Don't wish for it, work for it." So I'm going to put that right there, and then I'm going to go into the handwritten plans sticker pack and grab my months. So I'm going to be starting on February, and you guys, do not ever feel bad about starting on your goals when you start on your goals. You know, everyone, not everyone, but anyone could be like, "Oh, you didn't start on January, you're a failure, you're already behind," you know, whatever. People, not everyone's going to be like that, but somebody somewhere may find a way to say something like that to you. And no, that's just not the case. Life happens. In our case, we knew that we were going to be getting a brand new puppy, and puppy proofing and puppy training and staying awake all night long with a puppy. It's just something that you do not have a whole ton of time for focusing on goals. We also had a few things to figure out with our work situation. My husband working from home, I had to kind of set back up our homeschool routine. There's lots of birthdays and our anniversary and all kinds of things in the month of January. And it's situational. So I am totally fine with getting a start on this in February. And you should always be fine with starting your goals when you start your goals, right? Good for you for making the decision to get going. And it really sucks that we kind of have that mentality, like, I didn't launch off the ground on January 1st. I should give up on my goals. Well, no. I mean, there's so much time left. There's so much of the year left. Just get going when you can. February, March, April. Gosh, I cannot talk and sticker at the same time. So don't wait until you're motivated. That's one thing I want to make clear, because if you wait until you're motivated to get started on your goals, then you'll be waiting for forever. The best time to start is immediately, but it's okay if immediately is the middle of February and not January 1. And as always, if you want an accountability partner, I am here for you. If you have questions, you can leave them for me. I will gladly answer in the best way that I can. And then to sort of be an accountability partner for anybody who needs this, I will do, I guess, maybe a monthly check-in. So I think what I'm going to do at least for my catch-all planner, not all of my planners, but for my catch-all, like home life, mom life planner, I will do a once a month like flip through, just to go back through my planner after the pen with you guys. And then I think I will share the progress on this at the end of each month as well. Of course, I'm not going to do it for January, because while I did have some productivity, it was more like productivity in setting up my goals and setting up my plans and things like that. So for this, I will share it at the end of February. Okay, I went ahead and added a little bit of washi as well. So now I'm going to do my list for February, my kind of mountains, and then I will break it down into pebbles. All right, you guys, so here it is. Here is my February mountains and then my pebbles. So, organized, decluttered and organized classroom, a decluttered and organized pantry, and a decluttered and organized game room are my mountains for February. What I did was I gave each of these spaces a specific color so that when I am doing my pebbles, I know, okay, the classroom color is kind of blue, bluish gray, and it goes all the way down, and then the next mountain doesn't start until I get to this one, and then the next one gets to this one. So these are sort of pebbles, maybe these are boulders. I could break these things down even smaller, and because I already know quite well what it is exactly I want to accomplish in each of these spaces, I'm not going to break it down smaller on here, but if I feel the need to, I will break it down smaller on a productivity daily sheet from the Happy Planner. So for example, in the classroom, I want to clean and organize the bookshelf, donate the books that the kiddos have outgrown, except for favorites, of course, but there are some that we just don't need anymore. Organize craft storage, discard, and replenish. So that means get rid of like glue that has dried up or crayons that have broken, whatever, things that are no longer useful, things that have expired, stuff like that, and then replenish whatever we need. So I will go in there, and that is what the write it down and notes pages are for. While I'm in there, I'm going to write down what we need to replenish, what I've discarded, and then what we need to get more of for school and for crafts. Also, we have a large desk and a large table in the classroom, and I feel like both of them are not necessary. So I have to convince my husband. I really want to get rid of one or the other, or maybe just an alternative that takes this place of both of them, but I don't want them in there anymore because it is a decent sized room, and I feel like we are not getting the most out of our classroom with both of those large pieces of furniture taking up space in there. And then, so here, have a deep clean day for the room. This is where I could break down, these are probably more boulders than pebbles, and this is where I could break it down to pebbles. And I'm going to use my daily sheets for this. I personally know what a deep clean day is for me. I know what that entails. It means vacuuming and cleaning the windows and dusting and washing the walls and all of that, but I want to have everything organized before I go in and do that. Now, if you are someone who needs to write it down in great detail, smaller and smaller and smaller steps, then that's totally fine. Then I highly recommend either adding it to your task list or using a daily sheet to be able to accomplish that. And then the same with the rest of them. I want to get stuff out. I want to donate items. I want them boxed up and taken in immediately so that there's nothing sitting around. And then organize. I want to purchase some organizer bins for the pantry as well. So I wrote that here, but I'm also going to add it onto the budget list and then as a need instead of a want. So it's going to be more to the top, and it's not going to be something I'm going to save up for. I'm just going to go ahead and get it. And then have another deep clean day in there as well. And then the same for the last space. So hopefully this makes sense to you guys. Like I said, I will check in with you at the end of February for how all of this is going. But I'm sure that you will probably end up seeing in some plan with me videos, like in my planner or my daily productivity sheets or anything like that, the steps that I'm taking to accomplish this as well. Now, when I go into March, I am going to do different colors. I'm going to highlight. So I decided to do February in blue. So when I accomplish something on here, I'm going to highlight it in blue. I'm going to use a zebra mild liner instead of crossing it out. I like to do highlighter lines. So I'm going to do that in blue. And then for March, I will move on to a different color, April, a different color, and so on. I haven't decided just yet what my due dates are going to be to have all of these things completed. My husband is great with helping out and being a part of our decluttering and organization and home projects. plans and situations. So I'm going to talk to him and we will come up with sort of a game plan together when to complete all of these items. So, you guys, if you have any questions whatsoever, I feel like I kind of talk a little bit faster through these goals and setup videos because I want to give you as much information as possible, and these videos end up being long anyway, even though I kind of speed talk my way through it. So if something didn't make sense or if you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. I am always happy to help you guys out and talk through goals and productivity with you. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I really appreciate you hanging out with me for this video. I'm going to go ahead and stick this right in the back of my planner. If it doesn't work for you, if you don't want to add something kind of thick and bulky to the back of your planner, you could just go ahead and make a mini planner. You could grab an extra cover, or if you don't have an additional planner, they are on clearance right now. The Happy Planner is having a huge sale for 2021 planners, and I know that local places like Michael's are having a huge sale as well. So if you want to grab one up just for like a home projects or goals, or even just to snag the cover and some additional pages in there, I think it's really worth it right now. So thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, I hope that you would so we can hang out in future videos just like this one. But that's all for now, so I'm going to leave you here. Tell your dog I said hi. Bye, guys.